Hey everybody, it's Josh at CollectionDX with another Whenever the Hell I Feel Like It review. This is the Bandai Machine Robo Baikanfu, which of course shares lineage with the Popey Chogokin Guardian. But how much does it share? And what's up with this toy? Let's take a look. This is the DX box set. I mean, there's no ST, so I guess it's fine. Mine is pretty rough, but it's got the handle that you would use to carry at home. It's taped up a little bit, but you know, I'm happy to have the box in general. Inside we have a beautiful tray cover with little cellophane bits to show all the robots in. Inside, everything rests in a lovely styrofoam tray. The first figure is Ramstall. Mine is beat and very loose, but you know what, you still get the idea. A lot of metal in here. The whole chest and leg section is metal. Lower legs are metal. Loosey-goosey. So I didn't have the swords for mine, so I grabbed the set off of one of the knockoffs, but they don't fit. So knockoff swords are not interchangeable with the original. The okay motion, and this one has an opening chest. So in the original, in the Chogokin or Popey Chogokin Guardian, there's another little rubber figure that goes in here. This one omits that, so it's been, again, it's totally redesigned, but I wanted to show you where some of the different choices in design were made. So in this version, this is the smallest character you're going to have. Next up is Kenryu. He's the middle, medium-sized robot. He's obviously much larger than Rom, and he opens up more. You get a little articulation of the D's. Good shoulder articulation. Head doesn't rotate. Fists are missile firing, so those launch. So I can show that. So they launch pretty good. And of course, we want to put Ramstall inside. We just do this. So it fits right in. There you go. He has a sword also, and this is a sword from the knockoff set, but it fits. So, good enough in this instance. He is blue plastic, but it's not that brittle metallic blue plastic that the original Guardian was made of. So, no huge issues with breakage here. You'll notice that some of the stickers, over time, they're kind of releasing. So if you see stickers that look a little weird, it's just, they're old. We have the full Baikanfu robot. Well, not the full, he's empty right now. And his articulation is very limited. Basically, you have some arms, firing fists, and that's, you can bend the knees back if you wanted to. But that's pretty much it. He's the whole front of his chest is metal, but that's probably it in terms of metal content, aside from some, you know, little connector rods and things like that. And oh yeah, the bottom of the feet have some metal down there. Be careful, he's top heavy. Let us now combine all three. So open up Kenryu, stick in Ramstall. Oops, I have to open those. very tight on mine, those ones. Be careful closing those. Kind of keep the arms out. There you go. Now for him, open the feet, open the head, open these little arm containers. Lay them right inside. And close them up. Baikanfu comes with a sword and a shield. The shield is original to this toy. The sword is from the knockoff, but it works just fine. So here are the two next to each other, the Guardian and the Baikanfu, and it's now become apparent to me that one of the reasons why my Baikanfu was so cheap is because this piece is broken off. I had never noticed it. I know it was a little rough, but alright. So I'm a little bummed, but what are you going to do? But that's not why we're here. So let's take a look at the two toys and figure out, you know, they're obviously entirely different toys. There are no common parts between the two. But they're also the same toy in that the transformation mechanism is exactly the same. From, you know, hinge placements to these clamp placements to the firing fist to the metal covers that even have the opening spaces, and even the heads both have antennas on the top. It's not just like, hey, we like that gimmick, let's use it again. It's kind of like, let's try to make this toy again and improve on what was bad the first time around. So from the ground up, you can see that, first of all, Baikanfu has a more secure stance, larger, meatier feet. And we've also ditched the fragile blue plastic that Guardian had that results in a 99% breakage rate of those knees. But interestingly, they decided not to carry forth the missile launcher in the knees. Moving up, they have the same upper leg opening mechanism and the same arm mechanism and even the same firing fist mechanism. Again, they look entirely different, but they're made the same. And you can even see evidence of this in looking at the elbow joints, in that they are almost identical elbow joints. And the chrome upper shoulder parts are, again, very similar. Tooled differently, but very similar. And they're even pretty close to the same height. The 2-year time and difference between these two molds. The Guardian one is the Chogokin release, and it's 1984, whereas the Baikanfu is 1986. And even, like, look at the hole placement where the screws go in the back of the head. I mean, just so similar. And look, it's the same company, you know, there's no harm, there's no foul, but just calling it the same toy is not accurate. They are entirely different toys. But they're both super fun. So, are you going to get anything new out of chasing down the Baikanfu if you already own Guardian? Not really. The transformation mechanism is basically the same. The gimmicks are basically the same. The metal content is basically the same. But what you get is you get a little sturdier piece that isn't as fragile as the original. None of that blue plastic. And, you know, it's got the Machine Robo pedigree. Now, if you are just thinking, I want one of these in my collection and I don't care, like a vintage or modern, then just go get the Soul of Chogokin release of Baikanfu. so much nicer. And if you're looking for a Silk Chogokin style Guardian, the CM's Corpse, which and later Marasan reissued it, diecast one is as close as a Soul of Chogokin style Guardian that you're gonna get. Anyway, Josh from CollectionDX, just thought I'd show these off. A little bummed that it's not as great of a shape as I thought it was, but still fun to have in the collection. Thanks for watching.